Good afternoon, Stampers. This is Diane Cisneros, and today we're going to do Diane Will Teach Me That. This is a little file folder card that I made, and I made it after I searched online for the cards that are called file folder cards. And if you type that in, you will, like on Pinterest or on any stamp site, you will see many different types, different measurements, and different decorations. On this one, I'll show you how I made it. First, I took an 8.5 by 5.5 piece of cardstock and I scored it at 4 1/4. Okay, so that's easy enough. Then I took my cutter. Well, no, first of all, it's if you want, a lot of people just do it plain and decorate the front that way, but if you want to put some designer series paper, put it on before you start your cutting. I used this package of Season of Style designer series paper, and I will put the number on my blog for you, but this size, there's over 40 sheets in there, and the size is perfect for this. What you're going to do is you're going to cut out a 4 1/4 by 5.5 piece of designer series paper and take your Tombow adhesive and glue it on there, and it will be perfect all the way up through the tab. And then the little piece that I have left on the side, I went ahead and cut that just small, moved it all the way up to the top, and then when I start my cutting, everything comes out perfect. This way you have room for your writing. You can put a picture in here. You can just do lots of things with it. So I'm not going to decorate this one. I'm going to show you how to make the file folder card. So you're going to open your card and you're going to choose how you want to cut it. You can cut a 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch, an inch, whatever. And this is going to give you the different tab heights. So my tabs are going to be off. They aren't going to be exactly the same. Okay? Now you can make them the same. Have a tab on one side and a tab on the other, and they'll be level with each other, but this is doing it the different way. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is take our envelope punch board and we're going to move this left-hand side all the way over to the 3 inch and punch. Then we're going to bring it back and line it up with, you see this score guide here? There's a little line that goes all the way up inside there. And if you don't get it perfect, that's okay, but you see how I'm lining it up right on the edge? This is going to give you the little groove that makes it look like a tab. Okay? Then you're going to go around, turn this over, go back to the 3, bring it over, slide it in, and now you have another tab. Okay, so we're done with the punch board. I'm going to bring the cutter back in. And this is the pointed end, and this is the little grooved end that we made. So we're going to use the raw edge here and this groove, and we're going to move this groove into the valley where the blade goes. We're going to line it up with the lines on the cutter, move it up, and then I'm moving my little blade over here. And if you've got it right, this blade is not going to move. It's stuck in that groove. Okay? Okay. So this one, I'm going to, I pulled it off and it left just a hair of a little piece of paper there. So you can just fix that, and like even a little piece of sandpaper would do it. Okay? Then on the other side, I'm going to use this pointed end to guide me. I'm going to line it up and put my blade down and see if I can feel Let's see, there it is. Okay. It's not difficult. There you go. That's perfect. Okay. And remember, this is going to be decorated with designer series paper. So what I'm looking at, the little itty bitty edges that need to be sanded down won't even show when you're using your designer series paper. So, oh, also, I wanted to show you these raw edges here, these corners. You're going to slide that up here and into this corner punch that we have and round it. And this is probably the best corner punch we've got, or we've ever had. It's really nice. Okay, so there is the file folder card, and I am going to show you some of the sets I used to make this. Okay, I showed you the paper, and then I went ahead and took this, that's the ticket stamp set, and I used this little Christmas wishes to you and yours, and then I cut it out with my little ticket punch. And that fit perfectly right there. And I used my cherry cobbler. Again, you can, there's all kinds of different stamp sets you can use. Then this little stamp down here is from Greetings of the Season. You can stamp a whole greeting in there, or you can just leave that blank for writing. Okay, and then on the outside, what did I do? I'll put the name of this little embossing folder on my blog for you. I used some of our textured paper, and I'll put the name of that down also, but I went and ran this through the Big Shot. It left it like this with the raised up version, and then I went ahead and took my Stampin' Up! Sandpaper, and I just lightly sanded over it so it would look raised. I already had this from a previous video, and you'll see that on my previous, if you go through and look at some of my videos, this Christmas tree made out of a half circle. I had already had an extra one, so I just put it on the front, and then here is some of our white trimmed ribbon. So this is, Diane will teach me that for today. I hope you'll give it a try, and thank you for stopping by.